Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 74 of Trials and Trebuchets. I am your Dungeon Master, Luke, and I am joined today by my players, whose names are...
Hello, or should I say meow. My name, as you may know it, is Mr. Wiggles, and I am the greatest cat
It is.
who ever prowled this side of the multiverse.
Damn.
You can clap now. I'm never doing that again.
No, you're doing it every time now. You can't stop it.
I hate this.
You're in too deep.
Sarah, it's your turn.
No, it isn't. It's your turn.
It's Carla's turn. I
Carla's
mean,
turn. Ida's turn.
Ida's.
Are you not doing an intro, Carla?
Oh, because Ida's
Well,
dead.
Ida is currently incapacitated.
Oh,
That's true.
She can't talk.
oops.
You should still introduce
Please,
yourself.
please
so
insert like
long.
bird noises here or like cricket noises.
How about
Cricket.
squirrel
Sometimes
noises?
I think I can still hear her voice. Quit telling everyone I'm dead.
Okay. Well, rip Ida.
F.
In the chat.
Are you
Hi,
really not
I'm
gonna do
Sarah.
that? You're really not doing an intro?
Well, what do you want me to say? Hi, my name is Carla, and I play an incapacitated squirrel, blue nine-tailed squirrel.
Oh my god.
Great.
This is good.
Okay. Hi,
Amazing.
I'm Sarah, and I play Kurogami, a literary paper bird. Last time, we met the prickled pest who pursues, who ran from us at the first sight of danger, so it's really more like the spiny scourge who scampers.
He pranced away.
You're literary a bird.
I don't know what I need. I just need. Okay.
Don't we all need?
We all need. Hi, my name is Virgil, and I'm turns around, looks at back. I was called a hedgehog. I have tiny feet.
I was called a hedgehog once.
That was their mistake. No. My name is Virgil. I'm a hedgehog, and I have little feet, and I have a big heart. And my favorite color is pink, and I like worms.
Hell yes.
That wasn't his voice, but yeah.
I love Virgil.
Virgil is 75% heart.
If he
Well,
falls
that's
onto his back, he will
25%.
die.
Soul.
Last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the pets became partially acquainted with the Valley of Ailton and their strife concerning a creature known as the prickled pest which pursues. Who pursues? A prophecy regarding its defeat having been explained by the Grand Duke Krazax, they set out to get to the bottom of it. And so they did, meeting the metal beast on the long Green River Bridge and engaging in semi-mortal combat. The prickled pest escaped via bridge break strategy, and now our heroes are licking their wound, which is a great turn of phrase that you can use very literally because you're animals.
We're animals.
I would like to hunker
So-
down and do healing light.
Oh, what does that do?
Basically, if enemies are around, it actually hurts them, but I'm gonna be real right now. My thing for Virgil that you sent me is not loading on my tablet. So,
no!
but I do know I have this ability, and like if it's like I hunker down and I create this glowing light, and so here we are. Disco Shez Isithil. Virgil's quills shine with bright and truly unknowable color, attracting all eyes and lighting the whole place up. All enemies within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw to become charmed until the end of Virgil's next turn. Allies within 30 feet gain 1d8 HP as they are dazzled and energized.
Okay, so all of you can regain. So the light seems to hit. It's nighttime, and you're on a bridge, and the bridge just collapsed. The prickled pest who pursues just floated away, screaming at you from the river. Ida just got thrown against one of the railings of the bridge. She's unconscious. The rest of you, I don't even know if you're injured at all. No one got hurt other than Ida.
I'm not hurt.
Yeah, poor Ida.
And so all of a sudden,
That's what happens when you only know how to do karate.
damn. All of a sudden, Virgil's
Monk curse.
Virgil's crystalline quills begin to glow with, as said, an unknowable light and color, and all of you feel rejuvenated, energized, just like your lives have been enriched by seeing this sight and being in this warm glow. And you can all regain a D8
It's a 1d8.
including Ida, who's unconscious, but it still counts because I made the ability, so it still counts.
Yeah. I love the name of it, by
So
the way.
1d8 HP, everybody. Discochet Asathil. Are y'all, Carla, are you gonna regain hit points?
I'm rolling, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was not sure if it was Sam who was gonna roll or if it
Everyone
was me
rolls
who was
their
gonna
own.
roll.
Everyone rolls their own.
Okay, I was watching out for everyone else to roll. Did you guys roll?
We didn't take damage. You're the only
Oh.
one who's hurt.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
you're the
I'm
only
so
injured one.
stupid.
I'm just energizing us because that was the weirdest fight I've ever been in.
Appreciate the gesture, though.
I'm now a 3. A plus
Oh,
3.
excellent.
I'm awake.
Yeah.
Ida, my goodness! You took a serious blow. How are you feeling?
Are you okay?
Oh, I want food.
Don't we all?
I'm very much in agreement.
I'm hungry.
I'm going to take food from my tail. It's like
Your
hidden
tail?
in there.
What?
From my tail.
In your tail?
Yeah, I have food stored there. Where do you want me to store my food?
Well, to be
Did
fair,
Integrity cut open and put snacks in Ida's
Inside
tail?
Ida.
No, her
Did
tail's
she
bushy.
add-
She
did
can
she
just hide
she
it.
add, like,
She
a
can just
tail
hide it
zipper?
between the tails.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
did you
9
ever-
tails.
You ever know in Survivor that lady who hid food in her hair?
what?
It's like that, but
Oh, Lord.
Survivor
Oh.
Samoa. Okay, fine. It's like that, but
Um,
for Ida.
I
Okay.
would like to take take food from my tail for rejuvenating horde first form.
Okay. I'm glad everyone's using your abilities right now. What does Rejuvenating Horde First Form do?
Let
Carla?
me read it to you.
Oh, cool.
It says that Ida can throw a piece of food from her private hoard. See, that's in my tail. To an ally.
Allie. No, Allie's here. No,
To an
dude.
ally
Can't use it.
within 10 feet, or consume one herself. When throwing foodstuff, leaves a bright blue trail of energy. As an action, this vitality restoring foodstuff can be eaten for 1d6 plus 2 HP.
So, having just popped up, Ida immediately eats a food stuff. What is the food
Crunch,
stuff?
crunch.
I got 8. I got a 6.
Okay, so great. So what do you
Yeah.
eat? What do you eat?
I
as
am
you
now
jump
an
up?
11.
What do you eat, please?
Oh, I did a bad math. Wait, no, I did a right math. Sorry, it's been a long time, everyone. Forgive me.
I'm going to keep avoiding the question.
Carla.
Nobody knows what Ida ate. She just like takes out like a glowing void and just crunches on it. It's simultaneously everything and nothing. It's beyond human and pet comprehension.
Thank you for taking the reins on that
That's a
one.
terrifying concept to think about.
What are you all gonna do now?
Well,
Well, I
do
think
you
we
all
completed
suppose-
I think we completed the job. Don't think we'll be
I
seeing
am-
him any longer.
uncertain.
Might as well call it a victory and head on back.
technically, I think he's still alive.
Technically.
That's correct. I'm slightly confused as to what it meant, however, because it appears to be some degree of construct, and I have to wonder who built it and for what purpose. If it wishes to destroy society, what kind of creator would demand such a thing?
Anarchists.
Perhaps I'm very much not certain.
Anarchists.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you. My mom told me about them once, and they're like people who want to overthrow the government. She says not all of them are bad, but some of them kind of go too far sometimes.
This is this is a lot.
So perhaps if someone had an issue with the king, could they have created such a creature?
That's where that's yeah.
It didn't seem to be aware of why it wanted to fight us beyond some nebulous concept of fate, and such a thing is
No, that was 2 arcs ago.
confusing for me.
Yeah, I have no horse in the seat.
We're
at this
role
moment.
playing, Luke. Leave us alone.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
I'm gonna go to the edge of the bridge and I'm gonna start digging for worms.
Absolutely.
But I'm still and I'm like, I'm still listening. Just give me a second.
sure. And you continue digging for worms. Is there worms?
So are we done? Are we done fighting it?
Very
Well,
good
it's not here
question.
anymore.
It's not here,
Did we
but
win? Did we win?
I can't help but to think no. It's still quite active. It did not appear particularly injured, and it made some degree of statement of wanting to fight us again.
Oh,
Shall we pursue
In other,
it, or
in other words, he chickened out.
there's also another thing that's in
Yes.
this scene, which is the corpse of an armadillo just sitting on the bridge.
Oh, that's.
Oh.
I'm not cleaning that up.
I'm ignoring that. I'm going to get worms.
tragic.
Absolutely. You can go get worms. Give me a survival check to get worms. Also known as a get worms check in this corner of the woods.
Get worms check.
The
That
good kind, you know?
is a 16.
A 16. You find a plentiful amount of little earthworms, yes.
Oh, I
They're
start
quite
nibbling
delectable,
on
like
those.
like a sweet little snack.
Yes.
So
I'm beginning to think that we're not strong enough to fight it.
So
I
then we have to get
I'm
stronger.
loath to agree, but you are correct. Do you propose we follow this creature, or perhaps learn more about it, speak to those who've encountered it, or attempt to discover from whence it came?
As long as I don't end up getting my paws wet, then I'm all good for anything.
You and me both.
I can't swim.
Maybe we need to find its weak spot.
It's a weak spot.
Mine is right here, and I'm going to take out my bottom paw, and I'm going to show them the bottom of my feet. I'm like, over here, it's so ticklish, and anyone can defeat me with that.
I see.
Virgil runs over and tickles it.
Jesus.
this is great. This is all good. So are you going to try to follow it? And by follow it, I presume you mean like go along the riverbank?
Yep.
I think so, because we want to
Sounds-
learn more about it, and going where it went might leave more trails and
Down the
clues
stream.
behind.
Smart.
Down the river we go.
Just around
Sounds
the
ominous, Luke.
riverbed.
Yes. So
Considering that all of us are very susceptible to
Water.
water.
Yeah.
Straight up, when I was making your guys' character sheets, one of the most fun things I had was coming up with vulnerabilities, which
Ink
all
spills.
of you have a bunch.
Time.
Can I jump on the trees instead of being in the water?
You can just
Water, hot oil, being kicked.
Aww.
So all four of you can make your way either down alongside the river, climbing in the trees or flying along, however it please you. Are you going to be looking for something specific? What's going on here? How are you, like, you're just gonna you saw this prickled pest who pursues swept away in the river current, and you're just going to try to follow after it? Is there a
I was-
specific
did it-
plan?
Yeah.
Did it leave anything behind? Or maybe, like, did it attack on the way? Or are there creatures nearby that might have seen it? Just anything along the path that might indicate that it's been here and left some fungible impact.
This is what we would call tracking.
Okay. If that's the case, then you can give me either investigation or survival checks.
Okay.
Would I be able to give a
Okay.
good sniff schnoff?
You can give a good sniffity.
Good.
Investigation's int, so we'll go with that. 8 plus 4
Oh
is
no.
12.
I have a -3, so that's 12.
Imagine having a plus to int. This is so wild.
What do you add for investigation?
Intelligence. And you add wisdom for survival.
Okay, that's good.
23 for survival, please.
Shit.
What?
I got a 20,
Jeez.
and then I have a
Jeez.
+3 in wisdom.
Okay.
I got an 18 in perception for sniff schnoff.
Okay. All of this combined, I feel like all of you can very easily get ahead of this one in that it seems that it at some point got out of this river on the southern bank and started heading south. I think you smell like the smell of rust coming from that way, and you see these giant wet footprints running off into the woods and stuff like this.
The ruins were south on the map.
I would say that on the map, you guys are south. The river flows from southeast to the west, and I apologize if that's not entirely evident. So you would have gone east along the southern bank towards where on the actual map itself is marked the Forest of Whims and the Lumber Yard, and heading towards that big green lake at the end.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that way is technically south, correct?
North
'Cause you
is
said-
north.
Okay, but you
It
said
got out-
south bank.
Yeah, southern bank of the river.
This is confusing.
I've been like with Mira in classes, obviously.
Yes.
And like I know you said we learned about constructs. Are constructs able to heal themselves
Ooh.
that we could have found?
Give me your Arcana check.
Okay, that's wisdom.
No, that's intelligence.
Oh, that's intelligence. That's 9.
Oh.
I rolled poorly. I have a good modifier. I still rolled like shit though.
Yikes.
Same dice, different character.
Yeah.
You do not think constructs are readily able to? No.
Okay. Friends, I have a theory to propose. We are aware this thing is some type of construct. However, I have to wonder. Obviously, someone must have created it. We've injured it to some degree, hopefully. Perhaps it's returning to its creator for some degree of healing.
That's really
Well,
smart.
that makes our job easy if we can actually find it. Find the machine, we find the creator, we kick some
Kill
ass,
the
we become
creator.
heroes.
Well,
Exactly.
wait, guys, are we actually gonna kill somebody?
I didn't say kill.
You didn't say kill.
I just said.
Well, we do
I
what we
just-
must to.
Points to them,
Return to our
they said
mamas and
kill.
papas.
Well,
I said take out.
Ida super said kill.
Who said kill? And then I look around.
I'm not a huge fan of killing, but like I also want to help the people in town. So I'll follow
Firstly,
you
let's
guys.
discover what this thing is and make our decisions from there.
Oh, we have to double murder this thing now, guys.
Oh no.
So, are you gonna follow its tracks?
Yeah.
Follow them tracks.
Okay, in hopes that
Follow
you'll
the tracks.
find its hideout or something of the sort. Correct.
Yeah.
If it leaves footprints, I want to step in each one.
Okay, it has very
Aw.
big footprints that you can very easily. It's almost like you're hopping from footprint to footprint.
Aw, cute.
You walk.
I am the monster now.
Oh no.
Really makes you think.
You walk for a.
You are what you eat.
Did Winslow what? Wiggles eat monster? You walk for a few minutes. The valley's not super duper big, so going anywhere only takes like half an hour max. It's not a big, huge ordeal. But you walk from this southern bank of the river down south, following the tracks, and eventually emerge from the large overhanging woods into what seems to be a bit more cleared out of an area. It seems to be a big circular-ish clearing, and there's some burnt tents that you can see and some piles of logs. And on the edge of this clearing before you enter, and in the middle of the clearing there's like a half broken down old log cabin. That's all that. And so before you enter the clearing, you see the tracks stop at the edge, and there is a discarded pile of what looks like steel. It looks like the same steel that this construct was made of, and it's just collapsed on the ground, inanimate.
I'm
Guys,
gonna
you already
claw
killed
at
it.
it.
Perhaps. Oh, this is spare metal.
And I need all of you to make perception checks for me.
All right. Finally, a good roll. 22.
A perception check?
A perception.
I got 21. Why am I rolling so well?
I got 13.
Okay.
I got 17.
I think all of you would hear really strong wind. Like walking through the woods, it's not a very windy night. But now standing here, I think you all hear a very loud and sudden breeze.
That's one of my vulnerabilities.
Ooh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's I think a very evident thing to all of you. And so Wiggles, Mr. Wiggles, I apologize. You kind of paw at this large pile of metal, and it
Ding ding.
kind of like a plate falls off of the pile and down onto the ground. It makes a huge noise and throws up a bunch of dirt,
Oh,
but nothing else seems to occur.
Can I check out the cabin?
You can head over to the cabin.
Just kind of flap my wings, look into the window.
It seems to be a single room. Half of it's like it's partially collapsed, so half of the room is kind of gone. But it looked to be a sort of long hall at some point, maybe. There's
Okay.
a hearth, like a fully intact hearth that has like some burnt wooden chairs in front of it, and you can see a picture frame, but the like actual glass on the front of it is smudged and smeared with like ash and soot. And then there's a stone staircase that you can see that is not covered or anything, that goes down into like a basement or a cellar or something. Probably.
Ooh. Interesting.
Something bad happened here.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps the cellar contains devastating secrets.
Devastating secret. Wiggles, another thing that I think you noticed since you did paw at the metal is that it looks like there's little tiny symbols etched into the interior of the metal.
I wish to observe these symbols.
Yeah, you can take note of them. They're like these weird geometric patterns and symbols.
Ew, geometry.
Geometry, disgusting.
Gross.
But yeah, Kurogami points out that there's this building and the cellar might have something in it if you all want to, or if you all wanted to look around at anything else. Everything is
I actually don't know
available.
what's safer, sitting out here in the wide open like field or being in the half-burnt cabin.
The answer is
I'm not
neither.
particularly partial to being
Yeah.
exposed to wind, so my wings don't flap as efficiently. So my vote's for the cellar.
Can we go? Can we go?
All right,
I like
we'll
hiding
take that
under
as a vote as a
Dark places.
I'm following you guys.
Onwards, comrades! We really ought to come up with some sort of a name for this ragtag team we've put together.
Ragtags.
Onwards, ragtags!
Oh my lord.
So you all enter through the collapsed side of this log cabin, and make your way over in front of this hearth towards the stairs. And there are these stone stairs. They go down. You can feel a coldness coming from down there. And there's a small wooden door blocking the way. It's probably
Fuck.
about rabbit,
shit, a
like,
door.
like rabbit sized.
Can we open it?
You walk up to the door and you push on the door, and it does swing gently open.
Yay.
Wow, it's really that easy?
You just
There
have
has to be a catch
Mama
here.
just have to
always made it
ask.
appear much more difficult to do this.
So you can all enter into this basement if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trit.
Yes, please.
Very slowly, like low to the ground.
Okay. It seems to be some sort of root cellar. Based on the fact that you can see a very large stalk of potatoes. And so it's just these sacks of partially gone bad potatoes.
Vodka.
Gross.
And then there is a single, very plain looking wooden chest in the middle of the room.
That feels suspicious.
So like a table or anything in this room?
There's some shelves
Yes.
with potatoes on them, and there's tables with sacks of potatoes and baskets of potatoes. Other than that,
Who wants the best in the
Just-
chest is potatoes.
Perhaps.
Maybe the chest has sweet potatoes.
And that's why there's so much more
Now that would be a twist.
valuable. You're a genius, Ida.
Shall we
So,
open
can we
it?
open
and-
it?
I say we should.
Who wants to be the one to open it?
Rock, paper, scissors?
I try to put my wing on my beak for nose game, but I can't reach my beak.
it's like the wing just
Yeah.
goes straight up.
Virgil tries to and then falls over onto his side.
Oh, bud.
Aw.
Aww.
I think I
This
lost.
is like the cutest. This is absolutely the cutest thing we've done.
I'm gonna help.
because
I'm
pets
gonna
are
help
cute.
Virgil write themselves.
Thank
Absolutely. Which I guess leaves you, Ida, to open the chest.
Yes, please. I'm gonna open it with my tail.
Go get him, kid. You'll do great.
We believe in you.
Okay. The chest opens with a squeak, and it's empty. And when you look in, you can see written or engraved in the wood on the bottom of the chest is a little message.
What does it say?
Haha, got him.
Made you look. No. It
No
says,
sweet potatoes here.
It says, in the middle of fig is the key.
Fig.
Are there figs here?
There seem to be just potatoes around, but you're just looking inside so far.
Was there anywhere called Fig, like on the map?
There was, you consult the map. There's nowhere note called out as being called fig on the map.
Do you say in the middle of the fig there is a key?
In the middle of fig is the key.
Okay. So the word fig in the middle is I. And so I'm the key.
Oh.
So the key
I
that
I
we're-
don't have the key.
the key that we're looking for was the friendships we made along the way. It solved it.
You guys
I'm
solved
going
it.
to-
You did it.
Is there
You win.
anything like in the dot of the I or anything to do with the letter I or an I?
Does this mean that we all have to hug and then sort of like, oh my gosh, love, and then the thing opens?
We can try.
So, Kurogami, you're looking in the chest to look if there's anything in the eye.
Like in the dot of the I, or if there's an I motif anywhere?
Make an investigation check.
Sure.
Oh, the eyes on a potato.
Oh.
That's another 9.
There doesn't appear to be anything to do with eyes or eye motifing. There is a lot of rotten potatoes around her, though.
I'm gonna try hugging Ida and
Nothing
saying
I
friendship.
can see.
She's really, really like squishy because you just feel all the stuffing have a lot of give to it.
She's like one of the best huggers ever.
I'm gonna hop up on one of the shelves and start knocking some potatoes over.
A bunch of
Can I do the same?
yeah, you can all knock potatoes over. A bunch of
Fun.
potatoes fall onto the ground. Some of them sprouting, some of them rotten. Tons of potatoes with little sprouts coming out of them. Some
Can I
people
pull the
completed-
sprouts and be like,
You can pull the sprouts out. Yeah, the little potato eyes. Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna pull all of them. Whatever I see.
All of
whatever,
them?
whatever.
Okay.
Like
Lord.
whatever I can see.
Okay. Give me a
Got
sleight of hand check. That's with dexterity, please.
I think we have to start a garden.
That is a 16.
16. You all see Ida start like a squirrel possessed start ripping off potato eyes left, right, and center. And very quickly there's a small pile of these little eyes just sitting on the floor.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to eat the potato eyes. These are bad for you. They're poisonous.
Oh,
Maybe the answer is poison.
perhaps. Was there anything else in this house that had anything to do with figs or something with the name fig in it or
Upon inspection, are you gonna look around the entire thing?
yeah, I think I want to spend my time while the potato eyes are being dug out just flapping around and checking.
Okay. Going upstairs, there's the table that's destroyed. There's some burnt chairs. You investigate the hearth. Well, you would go and look at where people ate food, I assume, first to figure out some fig stuff. There's
Yeah,
no
kitchen
figs to your approximation. And you fly over to the hearth to check if there's any figs over here. And you don't see figs, but you do see this painting on the wall that seems to be obscured with ash. But no figs or anything.
Can I flap my wings to kind of blow? Because I can flap my wings to kind of vigorously create wind. So can I maybe flap it to get the dust off?
You flap your wings vigorously.
Kurogami, use gust.
No joke, Ben. Kurogami has gust. You flap your wings a little and blow some dust away off of this painting, and you see a lovely painting of a fig tree.
Everyone!
Yeah.
I've discovered something.
I'm
This
part of
painting-
everyone.
Sprint upstairs.
It contains a fig.
You all see
No, really?
a painting with a fig tree.
Do we have to break the painting?
That must be the key. I'm gonna try and push the painting off.
You jump up onto the mantle above the hearth and just swat. Give me a strength
Cat
check.
energy.
Give me a strength check, please.
That was strength?
Yeah.
Well, with my -3 in strength, that's a 5.
Oh, dang. Give me. Okay, wait. Sorry. Use dexterity because it's more. Like a SWAT isn't just pure strength. There's also some
Okay,
finesse
well,
to it.
that would be 11.
Okay.
That doesn't change much.
The frame jiggles and wiggles on its hinge and then
wiggles.
falls on the ground and the glass smashes. And the actual painting itself is just a thin piece of, it's a thin piece of canvas and it just is now surrounded by broken glass.
Well done, ragtags.
We destroyed property.
That was worth a shot.
You all hear the wind outside.
Were there any trees, looking at like, I mean, I know the trees were all burnt down, but kind of looking at what the trunk of the tree looks like in the painting, was there anything outside that at some point could have conceivably been a fig tree?
Yes, I think looking outside, you would see this very tree standing on the edge of the clearing. Yeah.
Oh, the real fig tree.
Well, I can't knock that over.
I can dig.
No, but
I bet I can.
shall we?
Actually, I want to see
Either
her
gonna
do it
karate chop
first.
the tree
Does
down.
Ida have some hidden strength we don't know about?
While we're walking, I'm going to do like, hiya!
Okay. Okay, plan A. Ida's gonna try and kick down the tree. Plan B, Virgil's gonna dig under the tree if plan A fails. If plan A fails.
Okay.
Plan
C, I'm gonna have a
is-
nap in the tree.
No,
Okay.
wait.
You all walk over to this fig tree. It seems to be fruiting. There are figs scattered on the ground beneath it.
Perfect. I
I
peck at
guess
one with my beak.
I guess we're just gonna have to like start cutting open the figs now.
Gosh.
Are there still figs in the tree, or have they all like fallen
There's still
out?
figs in the tree. They haven't all fallen out.
If I flap my wings and like fly up to the top of the tree and like look around at the branches, are there any keys there?
Give me an investigation.
Okay. 14.
It does not appear that there's any naturally growing keys in
I'm
this tree.
No naturally growing keys, but has someone perhaps planted
There's no
one there?
artificially placed keys either.
I'm gonna
Keys don't grow on trees.
I'm gonna yell up to Kurogami. Can you see any like freshly buried dirt? Like it looks like
Oh,
someone recently
freshly
digged around the
buried
tree.
Dirt. Can I?
I think that you would see, with a 14, looking around, yeah, there's some freshly moved earth, like 10 paces away from the tree, maybe.
Indeed, over there.
I'm gonna go over there and dig.
You dig for a few moments until you get about a foot into the earth, and you're kind of becoming demotivated. But then you hear like a clunk, and you feel with your little paw you've hit wood,
I found something.
Suspicious.
and you can continue digging, and you unearth a smaller chest made of wood.
I want to knock it open with
Gasp.
my nose.
It is a small, imagine a key, but there's 4 different spokes, I guess is the good word. Like the key is pointing out in 4 different orientations around the single,
Like a
key.
Swiss Army knife, but for keys.
like a Swiss Army knife, but a key.
Oh, it's
Oh, that's
basically
so
like
cool.
I imagine a ring, and then at each
Mhm.
point, like north, south, east, and
Yes.
west, there would be a different key. Ooh.
It's it's not a different key. It's
Oh.
all the same key.
Oh, that's a weird key.
It's a weird key.
Ida, can you carry this? I don't have thumbs.
I'm going to take it and insert it in one of my tails.
Yes, like over the tail.
It becomes a ring on your
Yeah.
tail.
Just because
Okay.
Did
Yeah,
we
just
see
be-
anything like in the house that the key would conceivably fit in?
There was an empty chest in the basement that it would fit in. Other than that, like
Maybe we.
Is this the part where we look back into the window of the house and we just see like a figure like stare at us and then move away?
Oh God.
What if
There are no paintings in the house, only windows.
this house has been empty for 50 years? There is nothing inside.
oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
What if we try and put the key in the other chest and like one of the words or like one of the words we didn't realize it earlier, but when we look at it and like, oh hey, that's a keyhole that's making up like a letter or something.
Ah, a second secret opening.
Oh
that's
yeah.
very national treasure of you.
Virgil, we must steal the Declaration of Independence.
Okay. So you
Amazing.
can all walk back in and go to the cellar. So what are you specifically doing with this key?
So my thought process was like, 'cause like there's
Um.
like the words at the bottom of the chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my literal thought process, because Virgil didn't really see into the chest, is like
Mhm.
one of those words in there, like maybe one of the letters is like actually secretly like a tiny keyhole. And if we put the
Ooh,
key in there
a
and turn it,
secret keyhole.
then
Okay.
like something will happen.
Okay. So, Ida, would you like to put the key in the box, I guess, to try to look for a
Of course
keyhole?
I would do that.
Okay.
Let me insert some key into keyholes.
So when you take the key off your tail and reach it with your arm over into the chest, almost like you're leaning in at this point, like if someone probably has to hold you so you don't fall fully into the chest. But as you put the key in and start searching for a keyhole, you see all the words light up as the key grows near. And they vanish. And in their place, there is the words, "Put an I in me." And it's EYE.
Put
Uh,
Oh, potatoes?
Gross. Wait, yeah, that's
Potatoes.
Will I have to sacrifice my eye?
Your single button eye. One of your button eyes?
Let's pick
I
up
love that
all the-
movie where
what
that
about-
happens.
What about? Isn't there like a pile of eyes that Ida literally just like
There's a
picked off
pile.
There's
of-
Let's
a
just
big
put a
pile
bunch
of
of
eyes.
those in the chest.
Yes.
Okay. As you put them in the chest, and once you get like 600 or 700 in there, the chest slams shut, and you
Oh.
can hear it like humming, like a
Eating those
washing
are
machine or a
dangerous.
dryer.
is it vibrating?
It's like vibrating like a dryer.
Can I lay on top of it?
And have you guys seen the video of the guy sitting on a washing machine and he's singing "The Devil Went Down to Georgia" and
Yeah.
he's using the beat of the washing machine
Yeah.
as like the percussion?
I was gonna sit on it because it's vibrating.
Oh my gosh, it's a blender.
Oh, gross! It's gonna make juice.
Making
And-
vodka.
As you're all standing here, the chest stops, and it stops making noise, and the chest opens, and there's no potato eyes in here, and there's nothing written on the bottom. And then one of the earthen walls of the cellar, a bunch of potatoes.
A lot of potatoes
A bunch of
form
potatoes.
a doorway.
You feel the potatoes begin to roll underfoot,
I was kidding.
and they assemble into a doorway on the wall.
Oh my god.
What the
I
fuck?
need to quit.
fuck?
I have to
Luke,
leave.
are you okay?
I'm done. Oh my god. I didn't.
Luke, you need to talk to us.
Okay,
How did you come up with this idea?
Luke?
A potato.
Luke, how? Okay,
This is what
I have-
happens when botany students DM.
I have two separate questions. Luke, listen very carefully. Number one,
Hi.
did you say that just because I said it? Number two, were you freaked out when I guessed what was going to happen?
Only then will the potatoes form into a door on the cellar wall.
Oh my god.
That's
What
a
the
direct
fuck?
quote.
What?
And yes, I was very creeped out.
What the devil
ins-
is happening?
inside and through this doorway, you see the glint of gold and candlelight.
Gold, you say?
Gold, I say.
Well,
Oh.
Ooh, candles.
we
I wish to
solved
travel
this
towards the light.
riddle. We shall gain our reward.
Okay. All of you walk through the potato
Now
door.
you have my attention.
No, Luke, it's potato.
All of you
the
walk
potato
through
door.
potato door, and you see you're in a rectangular, very rectangular and perfectly, like the corners on this are like perfect 90-degree angles.
Not a potato-shaped room?
Not a potato-shaped
Aw.
room. There's a golden potato. No.
Oh my god.
There is a perfectly like an immaculately made room, and there is a small. Let's go through it. So first of all, you see 4 moderately sized statues made completely of gold. One of them is a cat. The
Ooh.
next is a crow. The next is a squirrel, and the last is a hedgehog.
This is
It's our
ominous.
HQ.
Hey, look, it's me.
In front of all of that, you see what looks like a very, very, very large inkwell, like a bathtub-sized inkwell, something that looks like this. You know,
Oh,
I say holding up a little pot of ink. Everybody,
there it is. I
and
see it.
It's like bathtub size though, and the lid is off, and you see this dark jet black ink with little specks of gold in it. And behind all the statues on the back wall, you see a painting that seems to have been fashioned in the same way that the painting you saw on the ceiling of the Duke's mansion was. However, this one depicts these 4 heroes the Duke had pointed out to you. This cat, a blue nine-tailed squirrel, a purple hedgehog, and a paper crow. And they all have these glowing hearts, like these white glowing hearts, and they seem to be entering into a dark cavern in the mountains.
Oh, I don't
What
want to
the
go into
hell?
a cavern.
I will say though, this statue, perfect.
Look at this majesty.
Oh, looking at the statues, they all have these gems in the shape of, or not in the shape of, gems on each of the statues' chests. And when you all walk in, the one on the crow statue lights up a bright white.
Oh,
You're the chosen one.
this must be.
The chosen one.
Come here. You must also be the chosen ones.
You're the Crowson one.
So, what do you want to do?
Well,
There's
is it
this
just
big-
like?
It's just lit up
Is it
now,
just lit up?
and there's this big ink pot in front of you.
Maybe you're supposed to write your name on the statue.
Perhaps. The glowing heart chest thing, is that, I know you said that's in the paintings. Is that in the statues too?
There's
And
like
that's-
a space for it on all the statues. There's like a gem embedded in the chest of all the statues, but only the crow statue has a glowing chest.
If I fly up and like kind of put my claws up at the glowing thing, is it removable from the statue?
No, it seems to be embedded inside the statue. And it seems to be like the statues are made of solid gold, as is the floor.
That's fancy.
Have I ever seen anything like this before, like in Mira's classes or?
What kind of check would that be, Sarah? Do you think? Like an arcana
History
check?
or Arcana or
History? Yeah, give me an arcana check, I guess. Or a history check. I think you have better stat for history.
I do. I have a proficiency in history, but I actually rolled well this time, so
Okay.
it's not hugely. It's a 24, 17
Okay.
plus 7.
I think that this is very it strikes you as like almost like a shrine or like a religious sanctum.
It kind of makes it a little bit more creepy.
And there's this big ink pot, bathtub
Yeah.
sized. The ink seems to be warm and inviting,
You're getting
Okay, I
baptized.
do not like that.
with little
I'm
flecks
vulnerable
of
to-
gold.
I'm vulnerable to ink spills. I'm
I
anxious. This is on my character sheet. I'm
This-
vulnerable to this.
This ink is like a weird combo of like oil without the hot part and like water.
What happens if I like fly up and like gently touch one of my claws to it?
one of your claws. Can you describe what Kurogami looks like?
He looks like a crow made out of yellow weathered paper, lots of complex folds.
Okay. So if you were to dip or just poke at with your
Just
claw?
kind of.
Okay. So the small pieces of paper that make up your most distal portion of your claws dip very quickly and softly underneath the surface of the ink, as if to see like, is this okay? And you see, after like pulling them out very quickly, that where once was written in dark black ink about the different anatomical features of different bird claws, is now the paper is this jet black and the writing is this golden ink.
Ooh.
Does it still say the same
It's
thing?
the same
or-
words, it's just different colors.
That's strange.
Pretty.
What if I dip my tail in there?
Wiggles, if you were to go, have you all seen / read Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
Unfortunately, go on.
What about it?
So there's a scene in that I'm very much, that made me think of, where Wiggles, if you go and try to dip your tail in, there's almost like this barrier, like this little domed barrier just above the top of the ink pot
Oh no.
that your tail like smushes against.
Well, I've got no idea.
I suppose it wants me to bathe in this potentially dangerous ink.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
I don't want to sacrifice you, Kurogami.
That was my concern
Did
as
you
well,
just say
but
you want to or
dipping
not
in my
want to?
claw,
I don't.
Please clarify,
don't.
Ida.
I don't
I
appear
don't-
to have died. I appear to be perhaps upgraded.
Really pretty.
Upgrade.
I'm not like feeling any pain in my claw, right? Like I can
No.
still control it fine.
It
It's
still feels perfectly fine. The ink doesn't run or anything. It's just right there on your bottom little claws, on your little
And
talons.
I'm not soggy?
Not soggy.
Okay, that was my biggest concern. You know when you're going into a pool, but the pool
Mhm.
is really cold, and so you're
Oh.
really gradually going
Yeah.
in, like, and then it reaches your tummy, and you're like, oh my god, I hate this so much. I'm
Yep.
like kind of doing that, getting into this ink pool.
Okay. As you descend, it's very nice. It's warm and inviting. All of you watch Kurogami descend into this vat, this ink pot, and Kurogami, you're under there for a couple seconds, and then you feel all the ink drain away as if through some sort of magical invisible drain in the bottom of the well, and the ink pot walls themselves kind of dissolve and get slurped away down an invisible magical drain as well. That's the best way I can describe it. It's almost like the glass of the ink jar or inkwell turns to liquid and just like runs down into the floor. And standing there, remaining amidst all the drained ink and glass, is Kurogami, who is now jet black and very crow-like in color, with all the writing that was previously on his paper turned to this golden color.
Ooh, you
Huh.
look nice.
Do I feel different?
You feel a lot better.
What?
I feel
Was
a lot
something-
better.
You feel
Was
a
something
lot.
wrong with Kurogami before?
And you, Sarah, I'm going to send it to you right now. You gain an ability,
Oh, I think I have an idea about this.
which is called 1,000 paper cranes.
Ooh.
You can multiply and make tiny bird.
1,000? That's so many.
Oh, cool. Cool.
But yes, you feel much better. You feel almost energized isn't the word I want to use. It's almost like you are emboldened.
Yeah.
Spooky.
I don't understand entirely the purpose of this, but I feel much more powerful, much more myself.
Second form.
Hopefully.
Oh no, you're corrupted.
Oh no! Heavens no! I'm not crow-rupted
That sounds
at
like
all.
something a corrupted bird would say.
No. I was wary as well, but I feel much more able to defeat this horrific creature. Perhaps your statue
Is this
should
a cult?
illuminate as well. Hopefully.
I'm so sad that I failed to say corrupted instead
Oh
of
my gosh.
corrupted.
I really
Don't
loves
worry, I
puns.
said it for you.
So what's the
Amazing.
plan now, gang?
Good question.
The problem is that despite all of this, we literally have no leads other than the rusty plates outside.
Correct.
Wait. So,
Yes.
so the ink pot in
Yes.
front of Kurogami
Mm-hmm.
is where Kurogami went in.
Uh-huh.
And you said that there are ink pots everywhere, or
No,
just
there was just the one big one.
Oh, okay. I'm a dummy. Okay.
Hmm.
Can I investigate my statue? Can I investigate the squirrel statue?
You walk up to the squirrel statue. It only has like a tail. It has a single tail, and you're like, what even is this? It's similar that the crow statue looks like an actual real crow and not a paper crow. But yeah, walking up to the squirrel statue, Ida, you see it's a solid gold statue. Embedded in the chest is this clear crystal that is not glowing or giving off any kind of light. Was there anything specific you wanted to check out?
There's nothing like at the bottom of it.
There's feet, like
Oh.
squirrel feet.
Squirrel feet.
Okay. Can I try to nibble on the clear gem?
You break your teeth. No.
Oh no.
No.
You
I don't
nibble
even
on it.
think
No, you don't have
um,
teeth.
I have teeth.
No, you nibble on it and it's a crystal. It seems hard. It seems like you can't really chew on it at all.
Well, that's disappointing.
As much as I would love to just admire this perfect statue of me,
It is perfect. Yes.
I think if we are going to look for this construct, we should probably investigate some other places to search.
I'm inclined to agree. There's some sort of cavern, yes? And the painting depicted us entering a cavern.
It depicts
So let's
you
look for the
entering-
cavern.
It's like visual signposting.
The painting depicts you all entering the cavern with your hearts lit up white.
Oh.
So we have to
And
make
even
our
though I've
height
changed my
perfect.
form, my heart isn't. My heart's not different, is it?
Your heart's not different, but the statue, its chest is glowing white.
So perhaps we must find a way to do the same for the rest of you. Give you a lit up heart, as one says. And once we are more powerful enough, we can defeat either this creature or whatever created it and bring peace to the realm.
Sounds easy enough.
I don't know. I already feel like a bright, shiny beacon of hope.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not a big fan
yes?
of going into a creepy, dark cavern, you know, in a mountain somewhere in a place I don't really know. I mean, I'm all up for stopping this, but like, do we have to go to a creepy, dark cavern?
It doesn't have to be dark.
But I surmise it will be easier once everyone is stronger, yes?
It will also be easier when everyone has a light heart.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but
So
that
where do we
means we're still
begin?
going in the dark.
I know. I know.
But that is how we get to the light. Sarah,
Virgil.
That
Three
is how
different
we get
names
to the
came from
light,
your mouth, and
Virgil.
all of them were wrong.
So where are we going now? What are people's hunches telling them? And
The
does
scrap
the
metal
does-
might need more observation.
Probably.
Our next best guess.
Maybe the symbols might hold more clues.
Maybe we
What
can find out
symbols?
how to get our hearts to glow.
Yes.
maybe-
Square, square, triangle, rectangle, rhombus, square.
maybe
Down, down,
Maybe
up,
we
I
up,
understand
left,
perfectly.
Right, left, right, A, B, start.
Ah.
Ooh.
maybe we need to use the scrap metal to form the symbols that you're talking about. Wiggles?
You're gonna create like an effigy.
Mr.
We're
Wiggles?
gonna create an effigy in the middle of this
Oh my
field.
god.
I thought you said this wasn't a cult.
Wait, it isn't?
Something horrific is happening.
I mean,
Something
I
we
wasn't
did
sure
this way
before.
comes.
I think I know what to do.
What are you gonna do? Tell me what
Uh,
action you're gonna take.
I'm going to trot back over to that rusty metal.
Yes. It seems,
Um,
as you walk back over, to have become even more rusty than when you had entered the house and done investigation. And that's probably only been like 15 minutes. And it looks like it's almost like falling apart at this point.
Really?
Yeah. And you cannot hear wind anymore.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scratch off some of this rust.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use this as like a guide. So
Okay.
I'll just give it like a big sniff, and then maybe
Oh.
follow the scent of rust wherever it might lead, if I can smell it at all.
Give me a perception check based on your sniffer, which gives you
My
advantage.
my small sniffer.
That's a good idea. Like when they give like
Oh,
a
thank God I have
hunting dog a
advantage on
scent.
sniff checks. That was a 21.
Woo,
21 on the
nice.
sniff. You are currently in the southeast, right?
Yes.
You feel or southwest. God, I can't get west and east right. And
Oh, east? I thought you said west.
you're
Just
in the
remember-
southwest.
If you go clockwise on the directions, it's never eat slimy worms.
Slimy worms.
Northeast, southwest. You just go clockwise.
That's a good yeah.
I just remember the song from Fairly Odd Parents when they went into the books to go after Tom Sawyer.
I just remember the degree I got in geography.
I just think of the word news. News.
But news can go either way,
Yes.
Carla.
Nest W.
Nest W.
So Wiggles, with your nose and your sniffs, you feel as if you smell a rust on the wind coming from the south. You smell it coming from like almost directly north of you and to the southeast.
Okay. I say we go north.
North.
Does anyone object?
Let's go.
Not at all.
North it is.
Okay. You all travel north. The road here is well cleared and well used, right? Like it's not like you're walking through the
We
woods
take
anymore.
the road mostly traveled by.
You take the road mostly traveled by. And it seems to be a good road for all that you can tell about the road. There's a small wooden bridge that crosses over the river, and on your left side, you can see a large lake seems to open up. And consulting with your map as obtained from Haley at the Duke's mansion, you would infer that this is the Great Green Lake. And so you can continue to make your way north until you reach the bank of the river. And Wiggles, you sniffing and you smelling at the air, you smell rust coming from this large tower that is jutting up out of the water, probably 200 feet away from the riverbank.
Ooh.
Okay, well.
And that is where we're going to end this episode.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Exciting.
Spooky.
Yeah. Ben,
Yeah.
do the outro, please.
No.
Oh no.
Carla,
I'm kidding.
do the outro.
No.
Now you guys have to fight for it.
I believe no one wants
Rock,
that.
paper, scissors.
I don't know. A lot of people
My
seem to
money's
like
on
it.
Carla.
People like Carla's outro.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Trials and Trebuchets, everybody. We hope you enjoyed it. Please check out our iTunes and leave a review and comment. Tell us what you think about it. It really helps us get a gander at what y'all think of this show that I think is pretty great.
It also helps other people find the show.
That's true. Also that. We have a social media pages at Trials and Trebs for both Instagram and Twitter. You can check out lots of fan art and stuff there. And hear some updates along with some teasers. You can also find a link to our Discord there. It's a nice place to hang out with some chill people. It's a great old wholesome time.
It is.
Additionally, we also have a Patreon for you extra generous folk who wish to support us by allowing us to purchase some equipment that allows us to create better quality episodes for all of you and helps keep the podcast running.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Ben. We also just finished voting on our second Patreon, or thanks to Patreon bonus episode. If you want to get in on that kind of stuff in the future, go and join the Patreon. In the meantime, we'll keep that what was chosen to ourselves.
What happened? I'll
Thank
never
you.
tell.
We can't tell you.
Thank you everyone for listening. I hope you enjoyed this very strangely cute episode. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.